Okay. So what are we starting with? Heartbeat or the cardiac side. Your heart beats in a rhythmic manner. It doesn't beat in a random manner. एक सुर और ताल में बीट करता है वैसे एक पैनापून है एक rhythm set असते heart. So your heart is breathing in which beating in which manner बच्चों? It beats in a rhythmic manner. The contractions are called systole or systole, and the relaxations are called diastole. So when the heart chamber will undergo, we'll see that it has undergone, and when it undergo relaxation, will call diastole. So your heart beats in a rhythmic manner, and the rhythm of contraction, what do you call it? Systole. And relaxation is called as diastole. Got it? Now, who is my left hand? Atria. Who is my right hand? Ventricles. Wake up. Who is my left hand? Atria. Who is my right hand? Ventricles. Your heart beats like this. Atria, ventricle contracting and relaxing together. Never. असं कधीच नाही होणार. So if I say your heart beats like this, atria contracting, ventricle together, असं काय बोलायचं? Never ever. Atria and the ventricles do not contract together. When they contract together, atrial contraction will always precede ventricular contraction. काय अर्थ झाला याचा? Atrial contraction will always precede ventricular contraction. म्हणजे पहिला कोण कॉन्ट्रॅक्ट होणार? त्याच्यानंतर कोण कॉन्ट्रॅक्ट होणार? समजलं की नाही? हे कोण आहे? झोपायचं नाही कोण इथं? हे कोण आहे? सीना. Atrial contraction. So what is the first step of your heartbeat? Atrial contraction. Look at the second step. This is called ventricular systole. The second stage, which is called
ventricular systole.
Ventricular systole. So what happens during ventricular systole? Undergo contraction. Atria undergo
Relaxation.
This is the second stage, which is called ventricular systole. Look at the third step. Ventricular
Diastole.
But can I say atria are also in diastole? Ayana? Huh? Ventricles are in a diastole and atria are already in a diastole, na? So you're saying no? So it is ventricular as well as atrial diastole together. That is called joint diastole. What do you call it?
Joint diastole.
Joint diastole. So towards the end, the ventricle and the atria can undergo a diastole together, which will be called joint diastole. Chalo, quickly tell me once again. What is this?
Atrial contraction.
मतलब atrial?
Systole. Ventricular systole. Joint diastole. Atrial systole. Ventricular systole. Joint diastole. Atrial systole. Ventricular systole.
पण जेव्हा ventricular systole करतात atria कशात असतात?
Relaxation.
मग diastole बोलायचं. Now the ventricles are undergoing a
Relaxation.
so when they are undergoing a relaxation, already the atria are. So can I say they are relaxing together? So that will be called as which diastole? Which row? So what are the three stages of your cardiac cycle? The three stages are, what are the three stages? Atrial systole. ventricular systole. And the third step is called as joint diastole. Can I say ventricular systole के time पे atrial diastole takes place, and during joint diastole it is ventriculoatrial diastole. Ventricle as well as atria undergoing diastole. Now show it with your hands now. Your hands. मैंने किया ना rhythm. अभी आप लोग करो. ऐसा be firm. Not like this. Be firm like this. Atrial systole. Ventricular systole. Joint diastole. 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 Atrial systole. Ventricular systole. You are doing it wrong. Atrial systole. Again. Ventricular systole. Joint diastole. Atrial systole. Ventricular systole. Joint diastole. Got it? That is how the heart beats. So if somebody comes and tell you your heart beats like this, yeah? How does the heart beat? So the time duration of your atrial systole is 0.1 seconds, 0.3 seconds, and the joint diastole is for 0.4 seconds. So one cardiac cycle will last for about 0.8 seconds. And this is called as one cardiac cycle or one heartbeat. Did my class follow? So your heart beats in a second or less than a second?
Less than a second.
Look at your watches. घड़ी में देखो एक सेकंड हाँ हो गया बीट करके. So your heart will beat 60 times in a minute or more than that?
More than that.
And that will be roughly about how much, bachcho?
60.
It will be 72 beats per minute. Yes, bachcho? Ayana? Anybody wearing a smartwatch? How many? Raise your hands. Tell me what is your beats right now. Banda padni gadi. What's yours, Parth? Fake smartwatches. The world of fake smartwatches. Yes? 78, 75, others? 76, 76 minus 78. Okay? Whose is 90? चायनाची घडी आहे. रेस्टिंग हार्टबीट एवढी फास्ट दिसली पाहिजे का ते आपण डिस्कस करूया. ठीक आहे. तुमचं बसल्या 78 आणि मला शिकवताना 78 आहे म्हणजे कोणाचा हार्ट जास्त एफिशियंट झाला. I'll explain how. But my boy, my heart is able to do more work in less beats as compared to your heart, which is doing less work in the same beats. समझला? अर्थ समझला? So right now, if me and Ronaldo sit beside each other, I wish I could. My resting heartbeat, for example, will be 72. His resting will be around 68-65. म्हणजे त्याचं रेस्टिंग हार्टबीट पण कसं आहे? कमी आहे आणि माझं रेस्टिंग हार्टबीट जास्त आहे. मग त्याचं हार्टचे मसल माझ्यापेक्षा जास्त एफिशियंट आहेत. त्या कमी बीट्स मध्ये पण तेवढंच काम करू शकतात. म्हणजे कोणाचं हार्ट लवकर थकेल, माझं की त्याचं? माझं, कारण तो काम जास्त करतोय. दॅट इज द हार्ट ऑफ एन एथलीट. आई होप यू अंडरस्टूड माय पॉइंट. लॉजिक समझला? कि जो एथलीट का जो दिल होता है किती है? फेक है. एवढं एफिशियंट आहे का? कधी जिंदगीमध्ये जॉगिंग नाही केली त्याने आणि 62 आहे. When was the last time you went for a jog? Don't even remember, see? We'll talk about all these things and many more. But you understand the basic now, Chalo? That one heartbeat is one cardiac cycle and it will last for about 0.8 seconds. So I'll ask you PYQ over here. Okay? And the PYQ is, so give me the answer. So, give me your answers.
0.3.
Give me your answers fast. Nandini,
0.3.
0.3. So now we to me. Local.
0.3.
0.3. Ka 0.7? No, now why is the answer changing to 0.7? Why is the answer changing to 0.7 now? When the ventricle is undergoing systole, the atria is undergoing and here also atria is undergoing so atrial diastole is for how much? 0.7 seconds. तेवढं लॉजिक लावू शकत होता की 0.8 सेकंड ची एक सायकल आहे आणि एट्रिया इज अंडरगोइंग सिस्टोल ओनली फॉर 0.1 सेकंड तर बाकीचा वेळ काय करतो तो डायस्टोल 0.3 सेकंड इट इज डूइंग डायस्टोल विथ ventricular systole other 0.4 is doing with ventricular diastole समझ लगी नहीं so what is the time duration बचलो for 0.7 seconds very good then what is the time duration of ventricular diastole please 0.5 clear bachcha party all of you now before I proceed further does my entire class remember the valves bicuspid tricuspid bicuspid is between right atrium and right ventricle semilunar valves are between left atrium and left ventricle tricuspid valve is between and semilunar valves are at the base of the systemic and pulmonary valve. Barabar hai? So now let us see what actually happens when your heart beats in a cardiac cycle. What is the first step, bacha? Atrial systole. Zopaicha hai one. So what is happening during atrial systole? The atria are undergoing. So the volume of the atria is volume is decreasing and the pressure is increasing because of which bicuspid and tricuspid this is bicuspid this is tricuspid and tricuspid fully open they fully open इसका मतलब इसके पहले क्या थे वो partially open अभी ऊपर से प्रेशर आने कैसे क्या हो गया वो लोग fully open समझ लो so what happens during atrial systole atria undergo volume will decrease. Pressure will increase. Bicuspid and tricuspid will fully open. Ayana, as a result of which oxygenated blood will go into left ventricle and deoxygenated blood will go into the right ventricle. Ayana, you will mark my words. I might make mistakes purposefully in between. Atrial systole. What happens there? Atria will undergo contraction. As a result of which, what will happen? Volume will decrease. Pressure will increase. Bicuspid valve and tricuspid valve will fully open. as a result of which oxygenated blood from the left atrium will flow into the left
Ventricle.
and the deoxygenated blood from the right atrium will go into the right ventricle. What my point, everybody? Hi Anna. Should I continue? The second step. What's the second step, kids? It is ventricular systole. But at this time, your atria are also undergoing a diastole. So the atria ka volume will increase, pressure will
Decrease.
atria की बात कर रहा हूँ. As a result of which, what बच्चे लोग? Oxygenated blood from the lungs will enter into the left atrium and deoxygenated blood from the body will enter into the right atrium. That was about the atria. Now let me talk about the ventricles. Yes, kids? Give me yes or no.
Yes.
Now the ventricles are undergoing what? Contraction. Volume is,
Decrease.
pressure is.
Increase.
I hope you understood this point. What is happening? Ventricles are undergoing,
Contraction.
so their volume is,
Decreasing.
अंदर से pressure is.
Increasing.
So you remember bicuspid tricuspid fully open. अभी उसके ऊपर प्रेशर ऊपर से आ रहा है कि नीचे से?
नीचे से.
तो bicuspid tricuspid खुले रहेंगे या धप बंद हो जाएंगे?
बंद.
Who will close? Bicuspid and
Tricuspid.
because of the pressure and because of the blood turbulence. पाण्याचा जर turbulence असतो ना, बघा हे बघा. Turbulence असतो ना पाण्याचा. This is called what? Because of blood turbulence. Because of the blood turbulence. It will make the first heart sound called love sound. What is the first heart sound called? Got it? Hayana. As the ventricles are contracting now, the bicuspid tricuspid के ऊपर नीचे से pressure आ रहा है कि नहीं? Hayana. Will they open backwards? No. Why no? Caudate antennae will pull the flaps. Remember? छतरी, बारिश का मौसम, छतरी उल्टी खुली, आपने छाते को बांध दिया डंडी के साथ, अब वो उल्टी खुलेगी नहीं, उसका पैराशूट हो जाएगा लेकिन उल्टी नहीं खुलेगी. तो अभी if the bicuspid and tricuspid will try to open backwards, the caudate antennae will pull and prevent them from opening backwards. Ayana, let me see how much you are thinking now. So tell me, caudate antennae will be elastic cords or non-elastic cords? Elastic or non-elastic? Non-elastic. Why non-elastic, Shravani?
They prevent them from stretching.
Stretching, na? If they would have been elastic, जसे flaps पुढे गेले से हे पण elastic होईल ना, ते flap उघडले असते ना मग. काय डोक्यावर बघा तुमचं. Sleeping beauties. All of your what? Sleeping beauties. So will the flap open backwards? Give me yes or no, madam. Give me reaction. Yes or no? No. Why no? Because the caudate antennae are elastic or non-elastic?
Non-elastic.
So will they be made up of a protein called elastin or collagen?
Collagen.
So your caudate antennae will be collagenous non-elastic cords, which will pull the flaps and preventing from opening backwards. But with age, don't you think the caudate antennae can become weak? Hi Anna. As a result of which they'll start stretching. So don't you think the flaps will open backwards and the blood will flow from the left ventricle to the left? This will be called valvular regurgitation. Yaad hai?
Yes.
What is this be called?
Valvular regurgitation.
So if you have a patient who is having valvular regurgitation, what is the common complaint that he'll give? His lack of oxygenated blood supply to his body, as a result of which वो जल्दी थक जाएगा. थकान जल्दी महसूस होगी. क्यों? क्योंकि बॉडी को इनफ अमाउंट ऑफ ऑक्सीजन ब्लड नहीं मिलता उसे. Did you get my point, everybody? Yes or no? You understood up to here, everybody? You understood my language? क्या क्या बोला मैंने? Ventricles undergo,
Contraction.
the volume will,
Decrease.
and the pressure will.
Increase.
हाँ या ना? As a result of which, what will happen? Bicuspid valve and the tricuspid valve will close, and it will make the sound. Which sound, Muchulo? Love sound. Correct? After this, as the ventricles are contracting, is any of the heart chamber open now? Is any of the valve open now? No. Semilunar is closed. Bicuspid is also closed. Tricuspid is also closed. So the ventricles undergoing contraction as an open chamber or a closed chamber? क्योंकि उसके सारे आजू बाजू के valves क्या है? Closed है. We call this as isovolumetric contraction. What do you call it, Muchalo?
Isovolumetric.
Isovolumetric contraction. So what is isovolumetric contraction? When the ventricles are undergoing a contraction as a closed chamber. Now when the ventricles will further contract, the pressure will increase. Second last bench, yellow shirt. What do you expect? Which valves to open? Guess the next step. Piche, yes. As the ventricles are undergoing contraction, which valves do you expect to open? Anybody can give me the answer? Semilunar valves. As the ventricles will undergo further contraction, the pressure will become high. So will the bicuspid tricuspid open? No. They can't open backwards. But who will open? So who will open? Pulmonary aorta semilunar valve and systemic aorta semilunar valve. As a result of which oxygenated blood will go to the entire body and deoxygenated blood will go through the lungs for oxygenation. So to open the aortic valves, you require low pressure or high pressure? Which will develop after the isovolumetric contraction. Where, kids, what will happen? As the ventricles will contract further, what will happen, kids? The pressure will further increase. Semilunar valves will open. As a result of which, oxygenated blood from the left ventricle will go into the systemic aorta. From there, it will go to the entire body. And at the same time, deoxygenated blood will go into from the right ventricle will go into the pulmonary aorta. From there, it will go to the lungs for oxygenation. Ayana, let's do ventricular systole again. Ventricle undergo. Don't look at the blackboard. Do some active recall. Ventricle undergo. Atria undergo. So the atria ka volume will
Increase.
pressure will.
Decrease.
So will the atria become empty or start filling with blood? Left will get filled with dash blood. Right will get filled with. As the ventricle contracts, the volume of ventricles will
Increase.
pressure will.
Increase.
Because of the increasing pressure, dash will happen. And tricuspid valve will close. That is the last step, Aditya. Bicuspid and tricuspid valve will close. And they'll make the first heart sound. What is that heart sound called? Now the ventricles are undergoing contraction as an open chamber or a closed chamber. And that is called as a isovolumetric contraction. Pressure will further and dash will open. Because of which left ventricle ka oxygenated blood will go into from there it will go to the body. And right ventricle ka deoxygenated blood will enter into and from there it will go to the lungs for oxygenation. Did you follow, everybody? Then only I'll move to the third step. What is the third step? It is called joint diastole. Where the atria are already relaxing. Now here what will start happening, Muchlo? Even the ventricles will begin their What बचलो? Relaxation. मतलब what? Diastole. So their volume will
Increase.
and pressure will.
Decrease.
Any guess what will happen next? Open. As well as one more thing can take place, Ucho. सबसे पहले the pressure that had opened the valves, which was that semilunar valves. अब pressure कम हो गया ना, तो don't you think the semilunar valves will close? Yes. So as the volume will increase and pressure will,
Increase.
the semilunar valves. Short में लिखा चलेगा ना, SLV is semilunar valves will close and they'll make the sound which is called as the dub sound, S2 sound. This is S1 sound. Where is S1? So these are there are total 4 hard sounds, out of which you will study 2 here and 2 in first year medicine. S1, S2 here, S3, S4 in medicine. S1, S2 are 2 clear sounds that can be heard from the chest with the stethoscope. So S1 is lub, S2 is dub. When do you hear lub? When the bicuspid tricuspid close. When do you hear dub? When the semilunar valve. When do you hear lub? During the second phase. When do you hear dub? During the third phase. Got it? Lub is for longer duration. Dub is for shorter duration. So when you put a stethoscope, what does your heart say? Lub dub karne laga. क्या होता है heart? Lub dub karne laga. And what did Madhuri Dixit say? धक धक करने. आंटी गलत. धक धक नहीं. बॉलीवुड तुम पूरा गलत एनाटॉमी सिखाता बच्चे लोगों को. सबसे पहले क्या सिखाया? दिल किधर है? मेरा दिल तुम्हारे लिए. गलत. क्या बोलेगा? मीडिया स्टेनम. फिर बोलते धक धक करने लगे. कोटला धक धक. क्या आएगा? लब डब करने का. समझा क्यों हार्ट लब डब करने लगा? अगर आपसे पूछा क्यों हार्ट लब डब करने लगा, अगर आपसे कोई पूछता क्यों धक धक करने लगा हार्ट, तो बोले सबसे पहले आप जो बोल रहे हो गलत है. धक धक नहीं कर रहा, लब डब कर रहा है. और वो लब इसके लिए कर रहा है क्योंकि बाइकस्पिड वाल्व हो गया, और डब इसके लिए कर रहा है आपकी वजह से नहीं. तो वो बोलेंगे हमारे वजह से. हमको देख के आपकी सिंपैथेटिक नर्वस सिस्टम एक्टिवेट हुई, आपकी बॉडी ने ज्यादा एड्रेनालिन रिलीज किया, तो आपका लब डब बढ़ गया और आपको वो फील हो गया. दैट इज कॉल्ड एज क्रश. काय म्हणतात? Crush. You are my crush. How did you come to know I'm your crush? Because the moment I saw you, what happened? Adrenaline. Sympathetic nervous system. Then what happened? Adrenaline. More adrenaline, more lub dub. I could feel my lub dub lub dub lub dub. समझ नहीं? Then eventually I got married to you. Now will I have the same lub dub? No. My lub dub will become normal. Then you will be told, देखा अभी आप वैसे नहीं है जैसा पहले थे. वैसा उतना भी एड्रेनलिन रिलीज ही नहीं होता, अब क्या करें अब? What's lovely? We got all the explanation. Okay? That is why we get married late. Okay? So, what happens to the ventricles, kids? Ventricles begin there.
Relaxation.
As a result of which volume will
Increase.
and the pressure will
Decrease.
as a result of which the semilunar valves will
Close.
making the heart sound.
Dub.
Sound. Dub is the first sound or the second sound?
Second sound.
It is due to opening of valve or closing of the valve?
Closing of
Which valve? And love is due to closing of. Very good boys. So can I say now your ventricle will undergo isovolumetric relaxation? Aya now? All the valves are closed and the ventricles are undergoing a relaxation. And as you rightly said, as the pressure will further decrease, You are very right. Bicuspid valve and tricuspid valve will partially open. As a result of which, what will happen? The ventricles will get filled. Ayana, and this produces a sound called S3, which is not there. I don't go there necessarily. I don't want to bombard with more information. But remember, S1 S2 के अलावा भी कुछ sounds होंगे. Prominent sounds कौन है? S1 and S2. समझ लगी नहीं? नक्की? Ayana. So during the joint diastole, bicuspid and tricuspid will blood will go into the ventricles. The ventricles will begin to fill. एक प्रश्न विचारू? हाँ? क्या बोलते हो? विचार ठीक. प्रश्न असा आहे. हाँ. ओके. जो प्रश्नाचं उत्तर देईल त्याला गिफ्ट. असं प्रत्येक वेळी बोलतो मी. प्रत्येक वेळी बोलतो. Sorry. Which phase is most important for ventricular filling? Okay, I'll give you the options. Atrial systole, ventricular systole, atrial diastole, ventricular diastole या joint diastole. Bindas give you answer. Atrial systole. Any other answer? Majority of the students that here wrote this. Atrial systole. Wrong answer. It is joint diastole. Why not atrial systole? Then why not atrial systole? First of all, atrial systole is only taking place for how much time? 0.1 seconds. Who is a bigger chamber, atria or ventricles? Now you are telling me, or I told you कि बच्चे लोग आपने एक जग पानी बाल्टी में डाला और बाल्टी भर गई. ये कब पॉसिबल है? अगर वो बाल्टी पूरी पहले से ही भरी थी और आपने एक जग डाल दिया उसके अंदर. ये काम है एट्रियल सिस्टोल. जब वेंट्रिकुलर डायस्टोल चल रहा है, लास्ट वाला फेज, ऑलरेडी ventricles get filled with about 105 ml of blood. And when the atrial systole takes place, another 20 ml is added, taking the total volume to
125.
So which is most important for filling the ventricles? Why? Because during joint diastole the ventricles are बरोबर, and the bicuspid tricuspid is that is what is so important. And वरतून ब्लड ऑलरेडी आतमध्ये काय होते? ट्रिकल होते, थेंब थेंब थेंब. त्याच्यामुळे वेंट्रिकल्स अर्ध्याहून जास्त भरल्या 105 ml. बाकीचं उरलेलं 20 ml कोण भरणार? एट्रियल सिस्टोल आणि भरून जाईल. Got it? So tell me, if somebody says कि atrial systole is the one which is responsible for complete filling of the ventricles about 120 ml. True ki false? False. It will fill it, but when the ventricles are already full by almost 70 to 80% of blood. Nakki? Yes. Let me see if you are thinking like doctors. If I start running, my heartbeat will
Increase.
So in order to increase the heartbeat, the time duration of the cardiac cycle should increase or decrease? Decrease ना. 0.8 से 0.7 होणार, तेव्हा हार्टबीट का होईल? जास्त होणार. So किसी में का तो टाइम कम करना पड़ेगा. Can you guess किसका टाइम कम होगा? Joint diastole. तो joint diastole को अगर मैं 0.3 सेकंड्स कर दूं तो कार्डियक साइकिल कितनी हो जाएगी? तो नंबर ऑफ हार्टबीट्स क्या होगा? बढ़ेगा. और भाग रहा हूं मैं, और joint diastole क्या होगा? कम. नंबर ऑफ हार्टबीट्स विल इंक्रीज. बट लेकिन वेंट्रिकल्स को इतना टाइम मिलेगा फिर फिल होने के लिए? सो वेंट्रिकुलर फिलिंग विल इंक्रीज और डिक्रीज?
Increase.
So oxygenated blood going to the body will increase or decrease. So your body ka muscles will get less amount of oxygen. So what will happen? They will thak gaye. So if I tell you go run up to Sangli, आप एक आधा किलोमीटर के बाद नाक मुंह कान सब जगह से ब्रीथ करना स्टार्ट करोगे. क्यों? Your heart does not have that much of endurance. I have got my point, everybody. Can I solve that? So in an athlete, he can pump more amount of oxygenated blood with the same number of heartbeats as compared to lazy people like me and you. Got my point? So Ronaldo, Usain Bolt, why is their endurance more? उनका स्टैमिना क्यों ज्यादा है? अगर मैं उतना ही 2 किलोमीटर भागूं तो मेरी हार्ट बीट कितनी हो जाएगी? 150. उसकी ज्यादा कितनी होगी? 70-80. समझ ना? What my point? So whose heart is more better? Athletes, because they can pump same amount of yes. समझ लगी नहीं? क्या नहीं समझ लो चलो. So whose resting heartbeat will be faster? Normal people or athlete? Normal people. Athlete का resting heartbeat कितना होगा? 65, 68 ऐसा होगा. चलो देखो स्मार्ट वॉच तुम्हारा कितना है? रेस्टिंग में 73, स्टिल बेटर 78. Mine is how much? 84 right now. 79, 84. Because I'm working, you lazy people. You're just sitting, I'm shouting, I'm walking. But still this 84 should be how much? It should be 78, 74, something like that. Then my heart will become better. काय झालं? चायनाची गडी वापरतो. तुम्हाला नाही कन्सेप्ट नाही समजला? हा या ना हार्टबीट कशा वाढतात समज तुम्हाला? कंटिन्यूअस आपण रन करू शकतो की थकून जाऊ? कारण वेंट्रिकलवर फील होणार आणि ऑक्सिजन ब्लड मिळणार नाही. बरोबर आहे? ज्याचं रेस्टिंग हार्टबीट पण कमी आहे त्याचा हार्ट जास्त काय एफिशियंट आहे? समजलं की नाही? बरोबर आहे? कारण त्याला तेच काम करायला नंबर ऑफ हार्टबीट्स कमी लागतात. अजून एक गोष्ट सांगतो तुम्हाला. एक माऊस आहे, आय थिंक लास्ट टाइम सांगितलं, आणि एक एलिफंट आहे. कुठे स्क्रीन बघू? एक माऊस आहे आणि एक एलिफंट आहे. कोणाची हार्टबीट फास्ट असतं? माऊस. Elephant? You're emotional thinkers. You see my emotion and then you react. Why? Who is a smaller animal? So its volume is? मतलब surface area is? मतलब its metabolic rate is faster. समजलं की नाही? Volume कमी, surface area जास्त, म्हणजे सेलचं ऑक्सिजन कन्झम्पशन पण जास्त. बघा सर्व फिजिक्स आणि केमिस्ट्री अप्लाय होते. है ना? So smaller the animal, rate of heartbeat will be faster. है ना? So उसका ऑक्सीजन कंजम्पशन कम होगा कि ज्यादा होगा? हमिंग बर्ड का ज्यादा होगा कि वेल का? हमिंग बर्ड. फीटस की एडल्ट ह्यूमन बीइंग. So have you seen a mouse? वो ऐसा पैर पे पैर डाल के सनशाइन लेते रहता है? नहीं, वो हमेशा खाने खाना दे करते रहता है. क्यों? भूख क्यों नहीं लगती उसको? हमिंग बर्ड हमेशा खाने के पीछे. क्यों? भूख ज्यादा लगती है. क्यों भूख ज्यादा लगती है? वॉल्यूम कम है, सरफेस एरिया ज्यादा है, मेटाबॉलिक रेट फास्ट है, ऑक्सीजन कंजम्पशन ज्यादा है, ग्लूकोज ब्रेकडाउन ज्यादा है, मतलब खाना भी. और ये पसंद रिलेटेड है ना उनका से हुआ. नहीं समझ कि नहीं? Did you get my point, everybody? Okay, any questions from your side, kids?